What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Texas Street Stories, where we talk about what happens on these Texas streets. And if you haven't already subscribed, help your boy out and hit the subscribe button. Today's video, just like a reaction video of the Rojo and Flacos from a Convicts perspective. They did a video earlier labeling the Tango blast like a degenerate bunch of dropouts. You know, and I was kind of offended by that, especially coming from guys that are dropouts. These guys walk proud, they speak proud of what they were, but in reality, in today's day, they're the actual no goods. They're the ones that couldn't stay loyal to their organizations. You know, we all know what it is when you sign up with these organizations. It's the same thing on the streets. You can't snitch. You know there's gonna be stuff that you're gonna have to do that might cost you your freedom, your life. But that's part of the game that you live out here on the streets. You know, a lot of us continue that mentality going in. You know, we weren't falling in line, taking orders. You know, degenerate, far from it. You know, dropouts. It's not like California, man. Y'all walk proudly out there. It's like a badge of honor being a dropout. Down here in Texas, it's hard, man. It's hard to find an ex-dropout to actually tell you that they're an ex-dropout. They're not proud of that. They're not proud of that. Not like these California dropouts that walk around proudly, speak about what they were and what they was. But in today's day, y'all are the no goods. Y'all are the degenerates. Y'all are the dropouts. You know, Tango Blast is far from that. Tango Blast was never meant to be a criminal organization. It was never for homeboys to elevate their criminal activities. It was meant for homeboys to do their time and go home. Now, when you hit the streets and you decide to use the relationships you build inside, then so be it. But we don't have no structure. It was never meant for it to be an organized crime, you know, to tax, you know. It was never meant to be that. It was just meant for homeboys, do your time and go home. That was the only agenda. All these criminal organizations, they had a different agenda. They want to control the black market to profit for themselves. They're not worried about going home. They'll put their freedom on the line for their criminal organization. Tango Blast was not meant for that. It was meant for you to do your time and go home. That was the only agenda of Tango Blast. Now, whatever it is now, that's a whole different story. But it's still not a bunch of degenerates. It's just a bunch of unguidance, no structure. That's one of the problems. But far from degenerate. But like I said, Tango Blast was never meant to be a criminal organization, to have a structure, have ranks. It wasn't meant for that. You know, and these guys putting the name degenerate and dropout with Tango Blast, it just doesn't fit right, you know. There's a lot of homeboys in the 90s that were in the front lines putting in the work, you know, for Tango Blast to be able to flourish to what it is today. You know, there was blood that had to be shed in those front lines by the homeboys. You know, once again, we fought for our independence. Our independence wasn't given to us. You know, there was bloodshed on both sides for us to be able to claim that flag. So for him to say that we're a bunch of dropouts and degenerates, nah. Tangos have been there. Everybody knows their history. Tangos have been there. The blast was created, you can say, by the 90s rap generation. People that were influenced by the Tupac, Cypress Hill, you know, that type of music in the 90s. You know, we were all influenced by that music. You know, and in Texas, it was Tejano music, oldies, before the rap. You know, so now you're bringing all these young generation in. You can say it's the rap generation. In the 90s, you got all these guys coming in with heavy sentences, 45s, 50 lives. You know, like the homeboy I'm talking about, he was on the front lines. You know, it's been going a little bit back and forth. You know, I haven't really published anything or put anything that he's really let me know. You know, until we get everything situated. You know, but it's better to hear it from somebody that was there. You know, he was there in the 90s, front lines. You know, he's going to be able to clarify a lot of this misinformation that's out there. You know, and get everybody on the same page. You know, because here in Texas, we don't have no PC or SNY gangs. You know, we don't have any of that. You know, once you're X'd out, you're X'd out, and that's it. You know, and that's about it. You know, there's no other gangs to join to be like, oh, I'm gonna drop out here. No, that's it, man. You know, that's it. It's loyalty. You know, you burn your bridges, and that's it. You know, it is what it is. You're not just gonna go jump to an organization. You start doing that, man. That's it, man. You know, you already know what they do to people here in Texas, that you jump from one organization to another one. It don't happen. You know, it just don't happen. You can't be doing that flip-flopping down here in Texas. In California, like Tim Snow said, y'all 80% are SNY, PC. 80% of y'all's population are in protective custody. That's sad. And y'all still have the nerve to call Tango Blast. You can call it an organization, but it's not really a criminal organization. Because there's no structure. You know? There's no bylaws. There's no 10%. There's no... It's just do your time and go home. Do your time as a man, stand on your 10 toes, handle your own, and we're there to back you up. That's all it is. You got to get out there in the front line too. But you know, you got people behind you. You ain't solo. You know? And that's all it is. Do your time like a man and go home. You know? It wasn't built to be a criminal organization and to elevate your criminal status. You know, there's no rank to climb. It was never meant to be that. It was just meant to do your time and go home. But it's kind of offensive when you got dropouts from another state calling an organization that controls the majority of the state's prisons. Maybe they're not structured. In time, maybe they will. But it was not meant for that. You know, it's meant for you to do your time and go home. That's all it was. You know? But them boys in California, y'all shouldn't even be talking, man, because it's sad, man, because y'all want everybody else to be on that same car with y'all, to be labeled as no goods and dropouts. Not down here in Texas, man. You know, one thing about us is that we stand on our 10 toes, regardless. You know, FAMAS, Tango Blast, you know. Every organization down here in Texas has their respect. You know, I don't know about y'all down there in California, but y'all are funny down there, you know. Got some real funny dudes. Y'all talking about PCs and dropouts. Well, that's the majority of y'all where y'all from. And y'all claim that proudly. you know. So maybe y'all can make a video and apologize, you know. Miswording it. It ain't right. But I got something coming, you know. My boy's gonna come either interview, I don't know, but it's coming soon. Y'all stay tuned.